Hello. I'm looking at myself. Hello. Good day. Oh, just a bit lower. Hello. Good day today. I am. Ooh. I'm not. Ooh. Still kind of new to this microphone, but I like the way that I can make some very satisfying sounds for you. Okay. Hi, my name is Juliet and welcome to my space. My name is Juliet and my channel is about lifestyle, spirituality and mental health. But I've always wanted it to be about philosophy, and I've always loved talking about philosophical lot of words that I have to pronounce, but I've always loved talking about philosophical subjects. I'm the type of person who always thinks and always philosophizes. Is that a word? Philosophizes? I always philosophize. Let's just say I always think, and I always think about things, and I want to know why, and all the time. But I love it, and I love doing it, and this is the thing that I had intended my channel to be when I first made it, was to talk about philosophy and stuff, because I just love philosophy. I especially love Stoic philosophy. I just love the message that Stoicism has, and I love all the great philosophers it produced, or yeah. Stoicism is just something that I'm really attracted to, because I like the message of Stoicism. Yeah, but I always wanted my channel to be something related to philosophy, and I love quotes and I love all of those people, or the philosophers. I'm babbling, but yes, I love philosophy, and this is a good intro to say to you that I will be doing a few videos a week about philosophy and about different kinds of subjects that I am going through right now in my life, because it's nice to talk to someone. I always talk in the mirror and I always talk to myself, but it's nice to actually have a few people watching, a few people maybe listening to me. So thank you very much for listening already. I am really grateful to you. I actually am really grateful, and I hope that I can spark some sort of conversation in the comments, and that we can actually just have a well-rounded conversation about all of these topics, because I am really eager to learn more about said subjects that I'm going to be talking about. So that was kind of my intro to this, but welcome to philosophy video number 1. The first philosophy or mental health, I'm just calling it philosophy topic because I'll be speaking on it in depth, and I'll be thinking about it, and that's kind of what philosophy is all about, right? Just thinking and asking more questions to yourself and to other people in order to find some sort of answer in a world that actually holds all the answers and holds no answers, if you know what I mean. It's like the more you know, the more you want to ask, and the more you don't know. The more you know, the more questions will arise. That's basically it, right? But the first topic that I have written down on a piece of paper, God, it's so hard to choose because I wanted to do both of them. The first topic that I have been going through lately is making the decision. Had a little interruption, but the first topic that I really wanted to discuss is about making the decision. And the decision for everyone is different. I've recently received a book from a friend, and it's a self-help book called You're a Badass and Stop Doubting Your Greatness. I think that it's called that. And it is by Jen Sincero. This book is a mental health and self-improvement book, but this book is really applicable to all people who are in any stage of their not mental health, but self-improvement journey, because it is a great mixture of sort of the spiritual side of improving and also the practical side, because it is full of very practical tips that you can apply instantly. All you need really is just a notebook and a pen to write your things in. It's about beliefs and how to transform those beliefs, but also about money and how integrated the belief of money is. I have found a lot of help in this self-help book. One morning I woke up and I went on YouTube. I follow a new channel called something, I don't remember who it is, but she's really a great YouTuber, has a lot of practical tips about manifesting, and she had an interview with a millionaire who is a friend of hers and a childhood friend, or she's the best friends with his sister or something. Or he talked about how he made his business a success and how he manifested it, so to speak. He talked about a really interesting thing that I hadn't really thought about before. It just sometimes things just, they don't really get through to you until they really get through to you, because I don't think that you're ready for that information at that moment in time. So I think I was really ready for this information at this moment in time. That's why I want to talk about it. He talked about just making the decision. He had a really interesting or funny story about wanting to give his girlfriend tickets for the Tony Robbins show. Motivational speaker Tony Robbins. And he didn't have enough money at the time to buy tickets, because tickets were like $1,000. It's really expensive. And he had heard of manifesting before, and he had read a lot about it, talked a bit about it. But he didn't really believe it, but it didn't really work for him to get money the conventional way. So he just had to make some sort of decision in his mind, because the Tony Robbins concert show thing was in 2 weeks' time. He made a decision that he wanted to just get the tickets no matter how. The thing also with manifesting is really, if you are worried about how it will come, the desired thing that you want, it will not come, because you will get, as Abraham Hicks will say, too specific with things. And when you get too specific on a subject, it will just conjure up all these worries that will make you worry more and focus on the things that, or on the situation that, or on the vibration that means that you do not have it, instead of just trusting it, the universe, and you having it. So he was already working as someone who made videos or content. A friend of his called him and they met up. She asked him to make a video for him, or multiple videos, and how she was going to pay him was in Tony Robbins tickets.
Wow!
Like, how more perfect can a situation be, right? When you're looking for something and your desire is really strong and you just trust the universe, you make the decision in your head. And that is really powerful stuff. And you do not worry about how it will come, when it will come, what the exact circumstances are, because the more specific you get, the more worried you get and the more focused you are upon not having what you want. And that for me was a turning point. Now, the decision is something that you will come across many times in your life, because it's not just the decision to, in his case, get the Tony Robbins tickets. It is really the decision to lose weight or gain weight. It is the decision, and this is a big one for a lot of people, the decision to stop caring about what other people think about you. The decision to make YouTube videos on a daily basis. The decision to, study every single day on a subject that you're really, really interested in. When you make the decision, there is no doubt, there is no fear. When you make the decision, you intend to do something, and when you make the decision that is so powerful, you have to stick to it. What will happen to a lot of people, and what had happened also to me, when you have made the important decision and you don't do the things that you want to do, you get so frustrated and so disappointed in yourself that to bounce back from that can sometimes take years for people. It has taken years for me too in the past. I mean, if I knew that I just had to make a decision and feel really uncomfortable and really stick to my guns, I would have already had my dream life. It feels so unfamiliar and so uncomfortable when you make a decision that stops all momentum from the past, all your negative thoughts, worries, everything that you have ever thought will have to die down. But in order for it to die down, you still have to make the decision to go through with it. And this is the reason why so many people do things, and me, myself included, have done things for like 2 or 3 days tops. I mean, I've eaten healthy. This is the thing. If I eat healthy, if I say what I eat to other people, it sounds good, it sounds normal, it sounds about right. But the way that I want to eat and the way that I want to treat my body is different than how someone else wants to treat their body and what someone else wants to eat. This is a big thing in my life that I haven't had any control on yet, which is a stupid thing to say because it's all just decision away. I have decided but have not stuck with my decision. Is that good English? I don't know. I don't really care. But do you get what I mean? Ooh. I have made the decision, but I have let myself down all this time. Yeah, that just sucks. Such a good philosophy talk. It just sucks. But what I wanted to say is, right, the book. I almost forgot about the book. I watched that interview about the millionaire, and I was reading in the book. He was talking about making decisions, sticking to your decision. And then I was at one of the final chapters of the book. And what was the chapter in the book? Making the decision. And that for me was kind of like a turning point, because it means that, well, you know, when you're on the right path and you get these sort of coincidences. I don't know, that was just really the moment that I was like, okay, just make the decision. It's so easy to make it so difficult for yourself. Life is actually so easy, and when you just take a step back and you breathe a little, and you just look at things from above instead of really living in it and experiencing it all, it can almost just look like a joke to me. And all the things that I have been worrying about just instantly they just die. They just wear off. And it's kind of like when you go on with your daily routine, you forget so many times that what you want to think and how you want to be and how you want to act, at least I do. It's so difficult sometimes to just take a step back and breathe and just be aligned and in the moment. And if you really want something, you just have to make the decision. You have to stick with it. You have to, no matter how uncomfortable it gets, because at one point in time, it will not be as uncomfortable anymore. That will take, depending on how much your momentum has been on your old beliefs and your old lives and your old life. And it's different for everybody, right? Everyone is at a different stage in their lives. For me, a really big one is making the decision to not care about what other people think. I think it's a big one for a lot of people. To not be controlled by other people's feelings and to not be controlled by their reactions to you. Just to be completely free from that would be really nice. And that's a decision that I really want to make. Might not have been really big philosophy topic, but this is something that I really wanted to talk to you about, because it's something that, well, I am going through myself right now. And I think making the decision is one of those things that you always go through, because there are always decisions to make on all aspects of your life. Basically everything in your life is making a decision. It's really important to just not stop letting yourself down and to regain that trust in yourself, that if you make a decision in your head, you really just stick to it. You just don't let yourself down, because if you keep letting yourself down, that will strip away all this confidence in yourself. When you don't have confidence in yourself, well, then the imposter syndrome begins, right? And you think everything that you want to do, well, you're not made for, you're not good enough for. And then you maybe have little spurts of motivation and excitement and eagerness right here and there, but they don't last. And yeah, those are things that are just really important to keep to yourself, because the longest relationship that you have is with yourself, and that's making the decision. And that is for everyone really different what that decision is. this was philosophy episode number 1, making the decision. I'm making the decision to upload 3 philosophy videos this week. Yes, with interesting topics to discuss. And I hope that I can talk to a lot of people about things like these. They really interest me. And I think they're applicable to everyone out there who wants to better their lives. I mean, who doesn't want to better their lives, right? Everyone does. So, thank you so much for watching this episode 1. If you like it, let me know what you think. Let me know what you're going through. I am really, really curious to find out. And I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.